standing 6'5", numero 00, Max At center, 6'10", number 21, At small forward, at 6'9", number 32, Cooper Flag. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, LaMelo Ball. At the other forward position, standing 6'11", number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach for your Dallas Mavericks is Jason Kidd. Fans, let's hear it for your Dallas Mavericks.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Simone Fontecchio out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jonas. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ball is out there with Max Christie. Then it's Flag. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes. Here we go.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Heat. Intercepted. Here's Flag. And he dunks it down.
You know, Flag wasn't going to let that dunk chance pass him by.
Here's Jonas. Pass to Adebayo. Gafford grabs the miss. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Jaquez. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Dallas' head coach and I got a chance to talk. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, we have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game. Back to you, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Here's Jonas. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Jaquez against Antetokounmpo. Fontecchio outside. Pulls up on the wing. That's good on the jumper.
And that's the best way to beat a double team. Find the open man.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Screen by Antetokounmpo. There's Ball with a 3. Rebound by the Heat. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
When your whole team is shooting in the low 30s, you know you're in trouble.
Well, let's also give some credit to the defense. They made shooters uncomfortable, and they didn't allow many second chance points. What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
No good on the free throw. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
And he sinks the second.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's Ball. 20 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Over Yakatonis. And Ball gets it to go.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
Heat trail by 3. Pass to Jaquez. Inside. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You take a look at the Celtics. They've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they continue to just chug along. I'm impressed with how under control they've been all season. They are as steady as it gets.
Now here's Christie. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. And the shot goes in.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Adebayo against Gafford. Tries the 9-footer. And he can't bank that one in. Dallas leading by 5. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Adebayo with a steal. Fontecchio, right side. Here's Yakatonis. Pounded by Ball. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to Flag. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Heat trail by 4. Here's Yakatonis. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen to the paint. Again, the Heat misses.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Here's Ball. And they pick up 2.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And Miami has possession. Here's Larson. 11 points for him last game against the Clippers. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Gafford with a screen on Jaquez. Pass to Flag. And here's Fontecchio. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Three-pointer Yakatonis. Giannis with the rebound. Dallas leading by 4. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
And the first one at the line is good. Miami making a switch here. Bears checked in. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. Heat trail by 6. Here's Yakitonis. Out to the wing. Adebayo against Gafford. Pass to Larson. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Christie. He drops it from range. Christie's got 5 now. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Dallas.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Takes the 3. Antetokounmpo. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Antetokounmpo has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Now here's Fontecchio. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, good whistle there.
Miami shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. First one falls for him. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. It's both from the stripe. Now Ball, a solid offensive force, averaging 24 points a game. Out left to the wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And that's now 11 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Heat trail by 11. Here's Yakitonis. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. Jovic passes to Fontecchio. Connects from downtown. Fontecchio's got 7.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 35 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
And it's Gafford missing.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Here's Larson. Still no points. Pass to Jovic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. 6-point lead. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat. Came out with a victory.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Guys?
You got to respect that mindset. Ali, we appreciate the report. Well, Tim, he possesses that classic European combination of size and skill. The 6'10 Serbian, Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, the finesse game is there. Vision, shooting touch. But, Brian, he just needs a bit more physicality to really round out as a player.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Adams checked in for Gafford. Green comes in for Antetokounmpo. Williams is checked in for Christie. And it's Rollins in for LaMelo Ball. Where? No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Steven Adams. Miami shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Here's Rollins. Outside, Williams. Here's Rollins. Williams looking around. Washington outside. Clock at 6. Drops in the 3. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Pass to Larson. Back to Smith. Wiggins from long range. Fires in the triple.
Well, this was once an area of weakness for Wiggins, but he has proven to be a steady three-point shooter for a few years now.
Here's Rollins. Outside, Williams. Off target from outside.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. And the Heat, another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. Rollins passes to Green. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Wiggins. The Heat on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Smith passes to Wiggins. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Wiggins has got 5 now.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Washington outside. Outside, Williams. Adams a screen. Williams' shot is good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Smith. He's scoreless. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Rollins. Adams, a pass to Williams. Now Washington. Stolen by Wiggins. And they're on the run. Pass to Smith. Down low. Fires for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Smith's got his second basket.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's Adams. The 3 from Washington. And that comes off the assist by Green. He has 6.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Smith passes to Jovic. Miami moving it around. Fires at the elbow. Smith no good.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
With 1 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Miami out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
Dallas has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. P.J. Washington out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Flagg. And it's Rollins in at the 2 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. The Heat with the lead. Wiggins outside. Back to Smith. Pass to Wiggins. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Flagg. Yakatonis grabs the board.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Wiggins against Washington. Smith outside. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. A shot by Yakatonis, no good. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to Flagg. Over Adebayo. The putback. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Yakatonis. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable. Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
Now here's Wiggins. 15 in his last outing. To the inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. And it falls all over the rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, excellent setup for Flagg. He's on his spot, lined up. All he needed was the ball in his hands.
Adebayo sets a screen.
Rollins.
Christie's checked in for Rollins.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Mavs. Numero 00, Max Christie.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Adebayo a screen on ball. Back to Adebayo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Really using his size to draw that foul. Bam, working his way to the free throw line.
Free throw's good, Adebayo. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. You think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Pass to Flagg. Antetokounmpo for three, and the Mavericks, another three.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Well, you look at Ball. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Smith passes to Adebayo. Wiggins against Washington. Pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. Miami, no good that time either.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Flag. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
And the defenders have a hard time with LaMelo. He is so quick.
It's his first trip to the line.
LaMelo Ball.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Heat trail by 11. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Heat. Already, they're on the outside looking in. 9th place in the conference.
I think for the Heat, they're sort of where we expected them to be at this point. A tough opponent, but not a team that you fear.
And this is just about where I thought they'd be. The truth is, to get to the next level for this team, they're probably going to need to make a big trade at some point.
Now here's Fontecchio. 7 points in the game. Miami moving it around. Adebayo passes to Fontecchio. And again, no good by Miami.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Brian?
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Pass to Adebayo. Over Gafford. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's the best way to protect the lead.
And so Ball nails both of them.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Time here. Let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. Number 1, Dallas.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end, hustling hard to convert every time.
Adebayo, a good look. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Ball passes to Christie. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Christie's got 8.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Yakichonis. 4-3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Heat foul. Smith. First personal foul. 14 foul.
Smith against Ball. Up and over Smith. Ball no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Pass to Yakichonis. Out to the right wing. Here's Adebayo. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Flag outside. And Ball throws it down.
Ball is a high-activity player, good at keeping plays going no matter what.
Heat trail by 18. Smith passes to Adebayo. Adebayo is screen on Christie. Fontecchio outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Smith. Now here's Adebayo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So both teams making some changes here. And Dallas with possession. This run now at 22-2. Outside Christie. Adams a screen. Blocked. They get it back. Here's Yakichonis, defended by Christie. Outside Jaquez, takes a three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So Christie will go to the free throw line. He's going to go on Jaime Jaquez. And obviously we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
And the free throw, no good. Heat trail by 20. Pass to Yakichonis. The three. Sinks it from distance. Yakichonis has got 8.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Back to Christie. Shot clock at 6. Green for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Pass to Yakichonis. Miami moving it around. Jovic. And again, it's Miami from deep.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
The Mavericks lead by 14. Williams with it. Outside Christie. Adams a screen. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Ware.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Pass to Larson. Now Fontecchio. Here's Yakichonis. Give him 8 points now. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Williams from long range. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Dallas making a change here. Rollins is checked in.
Coming on the floor for your Mavericks, number 17, Ryan Rollins.
Here's Yakichonis. He's got 10. Pass to Jovic. And he makes it. Jovic has got 5 points now this quarter. Dallas leading by 10. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's Rollins. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Miami has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's the 3. And it's Ware missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Williams. Again, the miss by Dallas. Heat trail by 10. Three-pointer Yakachonis. Adams grabs the miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Rollins. To the middle. Too much Giannis.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Yakachonis. Williams defending. Pass to Yakachonis. All sorts of time. And that one comes up a bit short. The Mavericks lead by 12. Here's Rollins. 51 seconds left to play in the half. Off target at the rim. Poke loose. Ware with it. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Larson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Now here's Williams. Deflected. Here's Jovic. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Yakachonis. And the deficit down inside single digits. Yakachonis has got 12.
They're really working the paint now.
Antetokounmpo outside. Green, a screen. 2 on the clock. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. And he takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points here in the quarter. And so it's Dallas earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, get ready for the high RPM and amazing fun from your pocket box. Arena Entertainment.
Hi everyone, let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. The winner in the East, Cade Cunningham.
This is why Cade was selected #1 overall in 2021. He seemed like a guy built to put a team on his back, and now we're seeing it.
Putting it all together. Tremendous talent. Go, Cade.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Dallas Mavericks.
Some teams say they're going to attack the paint. These guys are just doing it, and you see the result.
I know that's music to your ears, and they need to keep playing that tune.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.